Hello, welcome to my place. I'm Pastor Corey, and we're going to look into John chapter 15 a little bit today. I want to look at verses 1 and 2, and here's what it says. I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away, and every branch that bears fruit, he prunes it so that it may bear more fruit. Now, when I came to these verses, I've heard many judgmental type sermons on how if you don't bear fruit, God will cut you off from the vine. Well, if you can, check out the Passion translation of this verse and the footnote. Actually, you know what? I want to read that to you right now. The Passion translation, John chapter 15, verses 1 and 2. I am a true sprouting vine, and the farmer who tends the vine is my Father. My Father cares for the branches connected to me by lifting and propping up the fruitless branches and pruning every fruitful branch to yield a greater harvest. Now the footnote in regards to the fruitless branches, it says this, just one second, it pops up usually right away, but for some reason it's not right now. Here we go. The Greek phrase can also be translated, he takes up to himself every fruitless branch. He doesn't remove these branches, but he takes them to himself. As the wise and loving farmer, he lifts them up off the ground to enhance their growth. In the context, Christ's endless love for his disciples on the last night of his life on earth seems to emphasize God's love even for those who fail and disappoint him. Peter's denial didn't bring rejection from Jesus. The point is that God lifts us up. He doesn't cut us off so that we can be fruitful. The God of love will give you opportunities to bear the fruit you are meant to bear. He will do everything in his ability to make you fruitful. However, he doesn't do it alone. He will only do this with your acceptance of his help. Now, the Mirror translation of the Bible is very similar to what the Passion says. But I want you to listen to what Francois du Toit says in the Mirror translation in regards to this verse. He says, lifting up to manage a grapevine's canopy, which will influence not only the potential yield of the crop, but also the quality of the grapes due to the access of air and sunlight needed for the grapes to ripen fully and for preventing various grape diseases. When the Greeks began to colonize southern Italy in the 8th century BC, they called the land Oenotria, which could be interpreted as staked or land of staked vines, growing upwardly. The grapevine is attached to stakes or posts, thus making sure the branches grow upwardly. They are also dressed and pruned to be positioned in such a way that their fruit would be easily accessible. Now, you just think about what I've seen of vineyards when I've gone traveling and stuff. I've seen them on stakes, or so that they can be not laying on the ground. And simple research in seemingly difficult passages can sometimes bring about truths we had never encountered before. Even truths that are from history, not necessarily from the Bible. And I just want to encourage you that when you abide in God, he will do what he can to make you successful. So I encourage you to abide. God bless you richly. We'll see you next time on My Place.